All right, all right. Hi, my darlings. Hi, my loves. It's your girl, Queen Lisa, and I am here today with the reading for you all. I hope you guys are doing well. To all my new and returning subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat. If you do like the content that I share with you all today, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I do upload. And without further ado, we're going to jump right on to this energy. Y'all, the hate is real. The hate is so real. This shit is disgusting. Disgusting. Yuck. These people kept everything from you your whole life. It was like they was trying to undo your processing, your programming. They was trying to rewire your processing system. Delete the programs that God put inside of you for you to be the great individual He created you to be. And it's just like they wanted you to be like Kendrick Lamar off the wire. I don't know why this energy's come back. This energy, I had this energy like a week or two ago. And y'all excuse me, I woke up like this. I know I did not brush my hair because I'm not going nowhere and I ain't gonna brush the motherfucking shit. But yeah, like that's how they wanted you. They wanted you like the streetwalkers we see when you pass through the hood. They just be saying random metaphoric shit. We'll be high as a kite and doing all kind of crazy ass shit, but be saying real shit at the same time. So they wanted you to be looked at as someone that once upon a time had the sense but lost it for some unforeseen reason, whether it was drugs or whatever, but they wanted to stop you. Look at them. They wanted to stop you. This would bring peace to them to stop you. You feel me? They put their trust in this magic that they was throwing against you. And now that you've been isolated from them, you're able to create and rejuvenate and start over again. And I know that may seem like it sucks, like, dang, why you always got to be the one who start over? Why, excuse me, are you the one always get the shitty end of the stick, excuse me, the stick, and have the most recovering and recouping to do when it comes to these fucking people? It's because, see, I can't even talk. It's because with the plan they have planned out, you have to be dormant. You can't be aware. You can't be knowledgeable. You can't be quote unquote normal. You aren't allowed to do what everyone else is doing. You aren't allowed to function as everyone else. You aren't allowed to live a good life. You aren't allowed to live life. They wanted you to simply exist and be their little Cinderella or what have you, and don't do nothing outside of what they tell you to do, outside what they have planned for you, and don't aspire to be, expect to be, think to be nothing more than what they have in store for you. Because anything outside of that will destroy their plan, because they won't be able to attach themselves to you. They won't be able to live off of you. They won't be able to siphon your energy. You, excuse me. I just put some eye drops in my eyes. Woke up this morning and my eyes was a little blurry, and I had to clear them things up. But you being successful in any way is detrimental to them. That's why they never praised you, never acknowledged your accolades, your accomplishments, your good grades, anything that you did. That's why they always made you feel like you was never good enough. You had to campaign for a motherfucker to give you a clap and shit like that. Like, they wanted you to do too much for nothing. Because that's exactly what they gave you, nothing but starvation, depravity. They just wanted to just starve you out and deprive your ass of all your substance, your nutrients that you needed to be a strong individual. But you had to get it out here and get it on your own. And when you were able to pour in yourself everything you were deprived of, now it's like the gatekeeper energy is kind of following you to an extent where that entity, that deity, it's like the spell what they did to you as a child when you weren't able to stand up and defend yourself is what's following you. That's what has these entities following you, like these dark clouds, same energy, different motherfucker face. And every time you try to do something, no matter what it is or how you try to do it, you always you cycle through things the same way. It's always like a narcissistic ass relationship. Everything starts off good. You always have a honeymoon phase, and then shit just drop. Motherfuckers just stop liking you. Motherfuckers just start disrespecting you. Motherfuckers just start trying to sun your ass. People just start treating you like you have no value, like you a damn mutt that they just rescued off the side of the road, and you should be grateful that they picked your ass up. And it's like, come again? Excuse me. I just needed this to get to there. And it's like, it's almost like you have to deny, you have to withhold or lie and tell motherfuckers why you are choosing to go down whatever path, or why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You have to lie and make them do work, to figure out why you really here and what you really trying to do. Like, it's like, in order to get in and get out and get what you came for, you can't tell a motherfucker why you there. It's like you a secret shopper. It's giving very much so secret shopper energy that you have to go around and do certain things, and you can't enjoy whatever it is you're partaking in a particular way, because if whoever finds out why you're really there, they're gonna make it a living hell. They're gonna make you quit. That's how bad off in these matriarch, the matrix, this shit is. Like, these agents are real deal, like trying to take you out, like at the end of the Matrix movie, the first one. Is like, they everywhere. They just waiting for you to say this a trigger word for them to figure out why you really there. And that's why you don't say nothing. That's why when you go into these work environments and things like that, you don't say nothing. You just zip it. You have conversation about work related things. You let everybody else do the talking. You just sit there doing listening and hon and him and hey and yeah. You know how to conversate without saying nothing. You be saying a lot without saying nothing. And they can get mad how they want to, but if they really want to know, they'll do what they got to do to find out. But sometimes they'll take it a little step further when they can't find out what it is, why you're there. You feel me? They'll ruin it for you anyway, just because they can't figure you out. So I feel like there's a lot of that energy circulating right now. Motherfuckers is hating for no reason because they can't figure out other people's plan. They feel like they're obligated to your personal business. They're obligated to know why you're here, what you're doing, what you gonna do when you obtain this information. That's none of their business. That's between you and the Lord. See, people think they are obligated and privy to certain uh, parts of your life or your privacy because they allotted you a particular opportunity. No, they ain't allow or allow a damn thing. God did. And motherfuckers stay ruining shit and getting in God's way and putting a damper on God's plan by trying to figure out what God is doing with this person and that person. Oh, we seen these type of people come in and then they end up being like, having a underdog success story. Like they came in as the underdog and left out as the big dog. We can't have that. We got to stomp out the underdogs. We got to stomp out the ones that we least expect to be successful. That's what it's all about. They don't want certain people to be successful. They want to keep a certain genre or category of people in power because they've been brainwashed with this bullshit. So they feel like they're gonna keep the matriarch going in the way it's going by only allowing certain people to be successful. And the Most High and the ancestors is tired of that shit too. It's like, bitch, you gonna get the fuck on. You gonna get out the way. You gonna move around for the ones that we have set in place and we have chosen to be successful to rise to their position. See, they think that it's just the flesh getting fed up. The spirit is getting fed up as well. And I've always been told when you get fed up, you'll do something about it. And a lot of things are being done about a lot of things. And people don't like how things are being handled. Because the ones who was used to being able to weaponize their power and their position to, push certain things through and not, they the ones who gonna be pushed all the way down to the bottom. All these demons that's been put in to keep you from getting from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 4, they're being removed. All these demons that then took over the checkpoints, the angels is returning to their seats. They're returning to their seats. They knocking these motherfuckers out, sending them on back down the hill. And the proper checkpoints that people need to go through, they will be able to go through with ease. All of this unnecessary bullshit and trying to hold people back because we don't want you in this position. We don't want you to elevate. We don't want you here. We don't want you there. We ain't in French class, ho. And you don't have that right to make that choice and that decision. That's why I have came to the conclusion where I feel like before anybody is elevated to a position where they're managing other people, regardless of the accolades they have obtained and the work they have shown, they need to have a mental evaluation. They need to be mentally evaluated on how to be a leader and ask these questions and ask these scenarios out to see how they would handle it. And they need to have an expert in there to know when a person is jicking and jiving, when a person is lying about how they would actually handle a situation like that if it came to be. Because a motherfucker can lie and pass a motherfucking test. But you need a person with discernment that can see through that. That can see through the facade, that can see through the fake ass personality to know that if this person was ever in a position to do the right thing, would they do it? No. They know how to say the right thing. They know how to cover some shit up. Because that's what they're exposing about themselves. How they lie through that test is how they're going to lie on that paperwork. How they're going to falsely accuse and falsely terminate and all that shit. Workplace bullying, all that shit. All of that shit could be seen and caught beforehand. See, this trying to beat the system and trying to climb the ladder on that fake shit. Fake ain't gonna get it no more. Kissing ass, looking ass, sucking deep from the back, kissing ass from the front. It ain't gonna work no more. Motherfuckers don't want that shit. Motherfuckers don't want people around to allow that shit, to encourage that type of shit in any type of productive environment. Motherfuckers don't want them people around no more. Brown nosing is finna be frowned upon like it was back in when I was growing up. Being a brown noser was not a good thing. Motherfucker would avoid them. They would be the ones sitting in their car in the bathroom and shit, eating their lunch by themselves because they are brown noser. Motherfucker, they go to ass kisser. I mean, people get in fights and shit like that because they'll be late because of being labeled as an ass kisser or a brown noser at work or at school or whatever. You would get bullied for that. You would get stuffed in a locker for that shit. for being a brown noser in the sense of it is working for you, but it's damning everybody else. It works for your little clique of weirdos, but for the normal fucking population, now we fucking got a restraint on our ass because you kissed the teacher ass or whoever was in power's ass to believe that this needed to be implemented. So it's just like, enough is enough of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Enough is enough of that. So them type of people is being eliminated. And it's like the peace that you have, they fear that peace because they don't feel as though they will experience balance in their life. They feel like if they walk through that door, they're afraid of what's on the other side of their door. And the reason why they're afraid of what's on the other side of their door is because of how they've been treating people and because of what they do to people and because of how they step on people's backs and necks and hold others back so stupidity can prevail. It ain't gonna happen no more. See, they don't like the peace. Excuse me. They don't like the peace that you receive from walking by faith and not by sight. You going on what the Most High has told you to do. You feel what I'm saying? You're not in this mode of whatever come to your mind, you gonna emphasize or implement or whatever. It's just like, I don't know how to say this shit. Oh, yes, I do. He got a card right here. They mad because they square ass can't get up in your circle. They got too many points. You feel what I'm saying? To get through your smooth ass circle. You know what I'm saying? They stick out. They make their own self stick out. They make people judge them by their character because of how they treat people and because of how they move and because of, basically how they treat people. So now the reaction that they're getting, they feel like it's unjust. Like, oh, you shouldn't treat me like that. You shouldn't do me like that. You should just allow it. Everyone's all for one for all. Remember? No, it's categories to this shit. It's levels to this shit. And you need to return back to your proper level and category. You spent enough time out of the box. Now it's time for you to get back in your box and stay over there with that shit. See? Time for them to go the fuck back where they came from. They done played the wrong part longer fucking enough. They done caused enough havoc. They done stirred up enough hell. It's enough. We through. We through. And seen. Because we through with that shit. Yeah, and they feel like they're being rejected. It ain't no being rejected. You being put back in your proper place where the fuck you belong. Just like they tried to do everyone else. They tried to cap off and block off and mysteriously lose paperwork and ignore you. And to the point where you got to get aggressive and where you got to yell and all this. You got to constantly keep reaching out in order to get a response. Or you got to go over their head to make their supervisor make them respond to you. And if you're in a workplace situation, because they will ignore you like that to put you in a situation where you will fail because they refuse to give you the support that you needed. Yeah. And then when you go over their head, they'll come to you and say, how dare you do that? Don't you go over my head and do that? That is backstabbing. That is this. No, baby, it's free will. It's part of the policy. I could contact whoever I want to contact, and you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. But see, at the same time, when you got all them type of idiots all up and through administration and shit, that shit can quickly bite you in the ass. Because they'll see you as the snake. They'll see you as the backslider and backbiter. And, oh, you going to betray them. You going to slide on them because you didn't take their word. You got tired of them bullying you. So you went to the boss to tell their boss. And the boss is encouraging that shit. It's allowing that shit. It's with the shit. So you have no safe place. You have nobody to report to that's going to make them stop doing what they're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you at if you would be able to get things properly resolved. But again, like I've been saying this from the beginning of this reading, They're getting ready to be eliminated. They're getting ready to be put back into the worker bee positions in which they were in. And they're going to be the ones who sweat is going to fuel the company again. The ones that's going to walk around miserable, hating their motherfucking job as they fucking should, because they miserable, hating ass individuals. When they was put in the position that they aspired to be in, they did just what the Most High knew they was going to do. Misuse and abuse it and weaponize it. So again, instead of learning a lesson, instead of learning from their mistakes, they kept doing the shit. So they don't like the payout that they're getting, aka the karma they're getting, because they didn't change their ways. They just fussed and flapped their mouth long enough to where people were just saying, just give them a chance. Because we tired of hearing them. You feel what I'm saying? They were giving these chances just off the strength of people was tired of hearing their mouth, and they just wanted to be all inclusive. And the world has tried this all inclusive shit, and you see how that's going. Nobody liked that shit. It was categories and levels created for a reason. Because everybody ain't meant to experience everything. Everybody ain't meant to be on every level because of the soul that they carry, because of the personality that they have, because of simply how they were created to exist. They were not created to exist in certain levels on doing certain things because they don't have the capacity to do it. Let's talk about it. See, people always want to be afforded the opportunity that they know they can't keep. You feel what I'm saying? They always want to be allowed to do something that they know they can't fucking do. That's it right there. Want to be allowed to roam around and flap around like for example, a landscaper in the kitchen. What the fuck you doing in the kitchen, ho? You probably don't know how to use these pots and pans like you know how to use them that lawnmower and that weed eater. So you outside of your scope of support. You outside of your realm, my guy, my girl. You need to go back where you came from. Well, I just want to experience. It's not fair. Why can't I do it? You get to do it, and you do it well. I can do it too. It's not that hard. Just a couple pots and pans. And you're sitting here like, do you even know what this is used for? Do you even know the name of this dish without the food in it? Do you know what this dish is called? Do you know what this particular piece of silverware is called? Do you know what this knife is used for? Okay, then you need to get your ass out of here. You want to reprogram yourself and retrain yourself to do something that you're not fit for. That's the thing. These little demons, these little imps right here that I'm talking about, this is the trickle down effect from the head to the tail. Again, people are wanting to be liberated. People are wanting to be free from this shit. And by any means necessary, it's going to be. Do you understand that? It's going to be. Motherfuckers gonna be liberated. Motherfuckers gonna be free from these imps that want to everybody every waking minute and moment of your life suffering. All these people who like to go around and inconspicuously cause suffering and be like, not I. That was never my mission. But you can see the smirk. You can hear the smirk, the mockery, the disrespect in their throat, in their chest. These people are being eliminated. And everybody's being eliminated on whatever level is. That's what's coming in now. All the people who's being eliminated from these false positions that they obtain for no reason, but to simply stress a motherfucker out, to you know what I'm saying, cause anger, provoke motherfuckers to anger. Now they want to be angry because they can't provoke people anymore. That's really what it is, provoking. These people are mad because they can't provoke anybody anymore because they've been picked on and they've been the bottom of the barrel and they've been the losers all their life. Well, some people are born that way. And you just have to learn how to accept and deal with the way you were born and what you was born with. Because there's a reason. If you learn how to accept it and go within so you never go without, you'll understand. And it'll be a lot easier for you to live your life and leave motherfuckers alone at the same time. When you step back and take the time to realize why God created you to live your life a certain way. Instead of looking at everything as a fucking punishment or unjust or on this or on that. Focus on the real mission at hand. Why did you sign the contract to come back down here and live your life like that? That's the real question. Why? And you ain't gonna find it by sitting here misusing and abusing and provoking people to anger, to make people out to be something that they're not. Knowing good damn well you set the whole shit up to have a person perceived to be a certain way because you mad because you can't fit in with them, so you want to demolish them. Yeah, let's talk about it. That's all it is. It's like when you do certain things, people don't want you to get in where you fit in because it's going to eliminate them. It's going to weed them out. And it ain't like you came in with that shit, but they see that shit. So they call themselves putting in preventive measures to stop it from happening by hindering you. And it's like, it doesn't matter. You just gonna go somewhere until you find where you're supposed to be, where it ain't a motherfucker like that in there to hinder your ass so you can finally get the motherfucking job done. You're sitting back questioning yourself, God, why every time I go get this? Because you ain't in the right place. You're not in the right place. And then, excuse me, it ain't the right time. Because where you're going probably is where you're supposed to be. But the people that ain't supposed to be there ain't been weeded out yet. So it's not in divine timing yet. Certain things, certain people, certain places, certain things, certain policies have to be eliminated for us to be able to come through. But we're not being allowed to initiate certain things right now because certain people have not been eliminated, terminated, no longer with the company. Because with those people in place, whether you come in now or later, you're still not going to reach the level of success you're supposed to, where you're supposed to be at. So you got to give it time for everybody and everything that ain't going to serve you for your greater good while you're there, for whatever reason, while you're there. If until they're gone, you're not going to be successful in that avenue. No matter where you go, these people are everywhere. This energy is everywhere. It's not just one particular place. That's why you be like, damn, every time I turn around, here we go. That's why. Yeah, and so again, they being kicked out of places they had no business being in the first place. They're going back down to the lab, back down to the sweatshop, back down to the worker bee position, back down to the front line, back down to the position in which they was created to dwell in or created to work in. Yeah, it's over for them. Their reign of terror, fake ass power, fake ass rights, fake ass wannabes. That shit is over with. It either you is or you ain't. You can't fake it till you make it no more. You can't want to be something that you're not no more and think a motherfucker's supposed to allow it and give you a chance just because you want to aspire or fake aspire to be something so that you can worm your way into a fucking position to goddamn gonna be a gatekeeper. They did all this just to worm their way into positions of power to where they can tell people no, because they've been told no all their life, and for a valid fucking reason, because they weren't certified, they weren't the one for the job, but they internalized it in the wrong way, and now they're weaponizing their feelings, and this is the come down off that shit. Yeah. And now, because the motherfuckers is waking up and realizing what the fuck they done did and the mistake that they made when they let these wannabe lame ass people obtain these positions just for an experience, they're realizing the pain that came behind that, how people suffered at the hands of these motherfuckers, injustice for no reason. People's common sense and consciousness is rising. And now you just gotta trust to know that God is finna make things right. These people are finna be eliminated. They finna be home. Out the door they got to go. So that we can move back in and assume the motherfucking position. That's why every time we go outside, there's so much frustration in the air because you got all these motherfuckers working. That's who's out there working these jobs and shit now. Keeping everybody in fucked up ass moods and shit. giving this terrible customer service, giving out these ignorant ass getting on statements or whatever they say when they just basically telling you no. And it's my choice. I can choose to tell you no, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then they got the managers and the workers and everybody just own that shit. Nobody in there got common sense. Nobody standing on the truth. Everybody standing on a lie. That shit is finna be done with. That shit funked up the atmosphere long enough. And then here come the air freshener, clearing it out. We tired of that shit. We never was nose blind to that bullshit. Tired of goddamn walking outside and getting sick and shit from all this shitty ass shit in that fucking atmosphere. Cause these shitty ass fucking people is working and serving decent human beings. That's why they was put in the background. That's why they was put behind the scenes, away from the fucking public. Because they will ruin the atmosphere like they doing now. So now they're being returned to their correct position so they can stop ruining people's days and shit, ruining the atmosphere and shit, pissing on motherfuckers and calling the shit rain, and things could go back to regular schedule and or finally elevate. You feel what I'm saying? Past, okay, now it's gonna be everywhere is gonna be like Chick-fil-A. Put it like that. Every day is gonna be Chick-fil-A everywhere you go. Welcome to Chick-fil-A. Praise the Lord. How can I help you on this glorious day? Yeah, just like that. Shit. Yeah, see, this movement is giving people a chance to reflect and see how fucking tainted the environment has become because they let this type of respect or this lack thereof respect become a fucking thing and become acceptable. And that shit won't damn acceptable. Removing shame and guilt and embarrassment. Now, why do people act the way they do now? Because they don't feel no type of way about what they're doing and don't nobody care about what they're doing. But that's finna change because motherfuckers about to start caring and motherfuckers about to change that shit because they see how it's negatively affecting them. From the average human being all the way up to the damn businesses. And we ain't gonna say major corporations because them motherfuckers are on the way out the door too. So we ain't talking about them. They are part of the process of elimination. They are on out the door. Yeah, where everybody starting all their businesses and shit because it's about to go back to the trade and barter system. You feel what I'm saying? All the businesses is gonna be from within the community. You feel what I'm saying? And people gonna start going back on road trips to experience different communities. Because now we got the businesses and we got everything we need to build up our own community. We don't need outsiders to come in and build up our community or provide us with certain services or certain things. We can make it. We can do it ourselves. We can make it. We don't need you goddamn grocery stores. We don't need none of that shit. We can grow our own motherfucking food, make our own motherfucking clothes, all that shit. We don't need that. We don't need you over here. We cool. And that's what life is about to be in. And now they got the yellow sign. It's finna go red. And then it's finna self-destruct. Warning. Get your affairs in order before your ass be asked the fuck out even more than what you are now. Warning. Warning. That's what they're getting. System failure. Warning. Warning. Yeah, hunger. These people got greedy. They got greedy. Too greedy to where they felt as though I don't gotta respect you. Run me my money. And wonder why all the stores is closing down. Yeah, you might got the credit. Yeah, you might got this and that to get the storefront and all this and all that, but you wasted it. You wasted your motherfucking credit, bitch, because now you ain't got no customers. Because don't nobody like you. Now, how about that, bitch? Now don't nobody like you. No, ain't nobody messing with you. Because you ain't got no customer service. No good customer service anyway. And now they want to have the nerve to turn around and act like, ooh, how y'all doing it? Don't worry about it because you won't never get back in where you fit in over here no more. You won't come in here and steal no more motherfucking ideas no more about how to fucking obtain the level of success and shit like that you have once obtained. They won't get the blueprint no motherfucking more. Yes, baby, I did, honey. They were seasonless yesterday. I don't know. They must have had the seasonless chef up in there yesterday because I swear that you couldn't even smell the food. That's how seasonless the whole damn bar was. You couldn't normally when you walk in the store, you can smell it like, this smells good in here today. Let me see what I'm gonna eat today. No, couldn't even smell it, honey. Couldn't even smell it. I don't know who this is. Hold on. Hey y'all, I'm sorry about that. My children called from the field trip. They going to the Carolina Theater to see a play today, child. And they talking about they need this, they need that. I need, child. Jesus. But yeah, the success will forever be a mystery to them. They won't ever be able to reach the level of success that they did by treating us the way they did. Treating us the way they treated us when they were given the opportunity to do better is why they would never do better and why they will always remain in the category in which they're in because they can't and they ain't gonna do better. And people is tired of dealing with that shit, dealing with motherfuckers who can't and ain't and don't want to even try and just want to have the free will to walk around disrespecting people all day. No, no, ma'am. See, what's gonna happen is the slap at full speed is finna return. Slapping the motherfucker at full speed is finna return. I'm telling y'all who was alive when the time was when it was a time to be alive, where you at least once a day see a mother sucker get the shit slapped out of their ass full speed. I know I'm not the only one that remembered it. That was the highlight of my day. I'm like, damn, I ain't seen nobody get slapped today. Shit, it must have been a good day. Mama ain't cutting up. I ain't seen nobody. And by the time I say that, by the hour, 30 minutes to an hour later, I'd have caught my slap of the day. And that's what's finna start happening. Motherfuckers finna start getting their motherfucking mouth rearranged, damn taste buds rearranged and shit. Yeah, because at the end of the day, people know they don't have to deal with that. You don't have to accept that type of treatment. I don't have to have nobody accept nobody dealing with treating me like that. If you don't treat other people like that, you don't have to accept that treatment back. Because you get what you give. So you can't complain if you out here giving it out like that. You can't complain if you out here, you know what I'm saying, on that type of time. And then you might as well just shut up because you doing the shit too. So what the fuck? Whatever's good for the goose is good for the gander. Remember that. But again, us as the collective, the chosen ones, your intuition is sharpening, your faith is getting stronger, and love is returning back to the atmosphere. Love is returning back to the atmosphere with this shit. Yeah, see, they wanted to stop your growth. They wanted to stop your growth with the negativity they was putting out on a consistent basis. It came out in reverse. I don't take these in reverse. Yeah, and because you didn't allow you learned how to transmute that negativity into positivity, then your confidence grew. It was oozing out of you through your confidence, your good energy, and your growth. Because I mean, people with common sense don't internalize that shit. We the ones that be doing the slapping and shit, slapping the shit out your ass, rearranging your taste buds and shit for acting and treating and talking to us like that. Yeah, we're the ones. We're the ones who handing out the slaps and shit. I mean, I remember once upon a time, people were walking around complaining about their hands being so because they was slapping the shit out of people so much. Imagine that. You having that conversation with your friend. Damn, how many people you slapped the shit out of the day? Shit, about a good 5. Shit, I'm right behind you. I done got a good 3, 4, 5 in there. You feel me? But you are happy. And that's all that matters now. The happiness, the love, is being restored, renewed, rejuvenated, returned back to the atmosphere in the community. Yeah. And these people are going to be ghosts of Christmas past as individuals. They're going to be irrelevant. They're not going to matter anymore. They're going to go right back to being invisible They're gonna be going right back to a person looking at them and walking on the other side of the road or moving around them, not wanting to touch them because they don't want that negativity to, excuse me, jump onto them. So they're gonna go back to being avoided and ignored and shit like that. They're gonna be the ones that's gonna be seen at night like a cockroach in the dark. Motherfuckers sneaking and creeping and geeking with the nasty mouth attitude, having ass, being ghetto and loud and disruptive and all of that. Is gonna be shameful again, and them gonna be the ones that's always running around creeping in the dark. You feel me? Disruption. See, that's what this whole thing was about, to disrupt the peace of the people. They didn't want people to function with each other peacefully. They wanted everybody to be mad, angry, grim. I'm gonna beat you up because you ain't mad today. I'm gonna make you mad. So I'm gonna do something. I'm pissing your cornflakes or some shit. Fuck out of here. But with this energy being eliminated out of the atmosphere of the community, the abundance and creativity is renewing, is being restored, is coming back bigger and better than ever, because again, you don't have negativity, the negative energy blocking creativity anymore. So, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's gonna be easier done than said. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to, take the time to write up your little speech about your abundance and your creativity, your presentation to present your creativity to the world to see if anybody is, liking what you're putting down. And it's showing that the community is determined to rebuild itself. The strength is there. It's there. Yeah. That wind blowing. I'm about to say, what in the hell? Who on my porch the wind? But you got magic, passion, illumination. See, they thought that black magic was gonna keep them on top. They thought that they could bippity boppity do alakazam alakazoo they motherfucking ass to the top. And it may have, switched their position. It may have gotten them where they thought they wanted to be. But what goes up must the fuck come down. And that's what they worried about. These false ass identities and things that they built off the back of the community being stable. And it ain't. This shit crashing. It was weak to begin with. It was weak to begin with. Yep. And they're being cleansed. They're trying to stop this from happening. They're trying to stop themselves from being wiped out of their position of power. And they want to remain in this position to, bully people, things of that nature. But them days of bullying and no is over with. Them days of fucking with people and pissing people off and shit and getting a kick out of that shit is over with. All right, Holy Spirit, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Mm. It's like you got a passionate leader coming in to communicate with you. This is some type of honeymoon phase that's bubbling up, honey. Yeah, they see you as options. You feel me? Like you got it going. You got a lot going on for yourself. They like that. They like that you're peaceful. They like that how you got yourself together. They like how you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to put you together. They ain't got to build you, and you ain't got to build them. Y'all can just, but they used to dealing with burdensome ass women. Women they got to put together. Women they got to take care of like a damn child. They tired of dating children. They ready to meet another adult on their level that's adulting like them. Not looking for a daddy. I mean that song, can I get a refill? This drunk ass bitch at the bar just drunk in love, wanting this man to come back and give her a second chance and having this happy home, having this happy life with her. Somebody playing with my live. The powers that be is playing with my live. Y'all need to get off my live, bro. Leave me alone. Let my people get their messages. Let these people hear what I got to say. Get off my live messing with my stuff. They taking my likes and stuff away. Just a video I had the other day. I had 53 likes on that hoe. I go back today, ain't no likes on it. They took away the monetization on it, and they took down my likes. I had 1,600 likes on that video. I go back, it's only 1,100 likes on the video with no likes. I mean, not likes, 1,100 views on the video and no likes with that little yellow corn beside it. Y'all need to let my people hear their messages. Let my people receive their messages. Get up off this. Stop trying to gatekeep me. We talking about y'all today. That's why they mad. That's why they messing with my live. If y'all keep getting kicked out, y'all can't find me glitching out real bad. It's cause the powers that be don't want me to speak. They've been doing this all week. The cloaks, the spells are being broken. And they can't contain me no more. They can't hold my messages back no more from the people that need to hear it. My people. My voice is going to be heard. So what they doing and all this and then the third, it's irrelevant. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen regardless, whether they want it to or not. But it's just frustrating. Every time I keep looking up, everything going down to zero. But I know it was just 20 people in here. I know I just had likes and everything just keep, they're messing with me. I've been shadow banned for years. And now the ban is being lifted. Now I'm being seen and they don't like it. They don't like the attention that I'm getting in. They want the readers out here putting messages about, oh, she coming back, get with them. Just they want these karmic messages flowing. They want all the fake ass readers out here that's manipulating and ripping people off for their money and shit like that. That's who they want to be seen. And I'm sick and tired of that shit. I'm so sick and tired of that shit. This is not what this is about. They done made a mockery of us in every single way for so freaking long. It's so frustrating. But they keep telling us to do better, try harder. Just as hard as we working, it's just as hard as they watching and blocking and stopping shit. So you can miss me with the bullshit. Stop what the fuck you're doing. They just mad because the pumpkin in the office is liberating the peoples. And they ain't got no choice but to fall back because their heads is getting cold. Their heads is getting cold. There's a lot of sad singing and a lot of low swinging. You heard me? And they don't like that shit. Now they don't got nobody to control us. They don't have nobody to suppress us no more, colonize us no more. They mad about that shit. And we're communing. We're getting back together, turning back into communities. And they want to be mad about it. What the fuck you mad about? You should be mad at yourself. You should have never fucking started this shit to begin with. No, this shit was a trick and a joke from the beginning with. Cause motherfuckers want to betray this, want to betray that, want this and this and that. Okay, the payback is through. The lick back is on you now. The powers that be is the one that's getting the lick back. They've been handing out all the licks and the lashings and all the other shit. Now it's coming back. What goes up must the fuck come down. And on your way down, go peacefully. Stop grabbing motherfuckers on your way out. Leave people alone. Go on your own. Just like you tell us, stop resisting. Stop resisting. Quit resisting. And take your motherfucking fall as it was meant to be. That's exactly right. All y'all is right down there in them comments. I'm sitting here reading y'all comments. Thank you guys for understanding what I'm saying, because this shit frustrating. I'm getting up here. I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to fulfill my destiny and my purpose, and I'm being held back because the motherfucker don't want to allow me to be heard. Trying to control too much. But yeah, this burdensome female that's sitting at the bar drunk. Oh, can I get a refill of your love? No, bitch, you can't get a refill of this masculine love. This motherfucker drunk off this masculine love, and this masculine is tired of being misused and abused. He want to be let go. He want to be set free. He like, you free to go. I set you free. I release you. I don't want you no more. And she like, no. She keep trying to spin the block like a motherfucking boomerang. And it's causing chaos. It's causing drama. Because it won't nothing but a love thing. You feel me? It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Pretty much. And that's what the fuck was going on. And she read too deep into that shit. She jumped too deep off in that shit. People be saying they can handle that shit and can't handle that shit. They just want to jump on the motherfucker for the ride. They was able to jump in for the ride, and now the ride is over with. The bitch don't want to get off. Yeah, and you over here, you ain't stressed out. Your mind is clear. you're balanced. You feel me? Your mind is clear and balanced. You done put your sword down, you at rest, you at peace. Now these motherfuckers trying to come and steal your motherfucking peace because they got chaos going on. No, bitch. That's what you conjured up. That's what you wanted to do. That's what you wanted to take in. So go on over there and do that shit by yourself. Don't involve me. Don't come grabbing for me. Get your hands off me. Don't touch me. Yeah, because you on your way to victory and success. That's right. Illuminated One Beats. You is on it. You is on it, buddy. You right. You right. Cause see, that's how they trying to do, force you to deal with that bullshit, but you ain't got to. Cause see, again, when you stand on the word of the Lord, you have a sturdy foundation. It may not seem that way throughout the process, but it's just like that. You never go without because you always going within. So whenever these situations and things arise, God always got your back and you always prepare and you always make it through, right? That's what they don't fucking like. They don't like that you make it through everything, every obstacle that they put in your way. Because you weren't meant to live and dwell like this. You weren't meant to suffer through life. You weren't meant to be oppressed and suppressed and depressed and all this other stupid shit. All this fake and fraudulent mess that they have created for convenience or whatever to make you think you need something that you don't even fucking need. That's the thing. They mad because you don't want to be a part of something that you don't fucking need. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You walked away from that shit. Take your fake ass, made up ass shit back with you. Yeah, Seven of Wands. You through with that shit. Tired of goddamn being forced to conform to some shit that I ain't with that shit. Damn, I'm just not with it. I ain't gonna never be with the shit. So be gone with it. Yeah, justice. That's all we want. Justice. Justice. Shit, you came up in, did all this shit for so long, got everybody motherfucking sick, trying to have everybody broke, busted, and fucking disgusted. And we tired of that shit. We tired of that damn nasty ass, 50 ass energy. Okay? Take your energy with you on your way out. On your way out the door. They mad. Because they out on the outside, can't get the fuck back in. And that's the truth. I cannot make this shit up. I will not make this shit up. Like, no. Enough of the fairy tale. Enough of the delusion. Enough of this fucking illusion. Motherfuckers is ready to get it. The motherfuckers is ready to get back in balance. Motherfuckers about to start being outside doing yoga and all this shit, hugging trees and kissing the grass and all that, because that's what we supposed to do. That's what we supposed to be doing. Frolicking outside. Not inside, glued to no motherfucking screen. We supposed to be outside enjoying the earth that God gave us to dwell in. Not these fucking man-made structures and shit that were made to purposely keep us energetically unaligned. And all the buildings that were created to energetically align us, they fucking took over and turned into other shit that nobody, not the average human being, don't have access to, or they made it into a building that the average human being does not go into every day. They took away the bills. They took away everything that we needed to make us live comfortably because it wasn't coinciding with them. They can't live the way we live. That's where this AI shit is coming from, because they want to make it feasible for them so that they can survive, so that they can live, because they are on the verge of extinction. They're trying to feel among us into believing that it's us and that we got to conform and we got to do this and we got to donate our eggs and we got to do this and we got to do that. Who is we helping survive? Because It's not our people. We are not the minority. We are the majority. You know what I've been seeing less of? Them. I remember it was a once upon a time I seen so many. I was like, damn, where is we at? Like, I mean, it was sickening. I was like, damn. Let me go to a side of town where I don't see one of them motherfuckers. You feel me? Not to say that, you know, I'm racist or whatever. I ain't, but damn, where my people at? Fuck. Just like they get tired of seeing us all the time, we get tired of seeing them. Damn. How many times they got them crowded y'all over here, crowded y'all over there. Then when y'all see a crowd of us, everybody want to start clutching their purse and pocketbooks and shit. Bitch, our pocketbooks probably got more money in it than you, bitch. Last time we checked, y'all was the welfare kings and queens, not us. Y'all was the biggest recipients of that shit. Not the fuck us. So keep your judgment to yourself, bitch. By trying to steal your motherfucking food stamp card, bitch. I probably got more money on my food stamp card than you, ho. Fuck you talking about? Y'all don't like them motherfuckers. I don't like them. They always try to place the blame or the bullshit on another race when they are the epitome of everything that they're trying to displace and place on everybody the fuck else. If they would just fucking take responsibility and accountability for the things that they have done, they would self-eliminate like they're doing right now. But they want us to give a fuck. We don't. We didn't want you here to begin with, and we're glad that your ass is gone. How can we help you leave faster? How can we speed up this process? The pumpkin in the office don't figure it out. Take out the motherfucking leaders like they took out ours. We taking out theirs. And we liberating their motherfucking people. Instead of suppressing and oppressing them like they did us when they eliminated our motherfucking leaders or gave us fake ass leaders, fake ass agents, fake ass hope and belief. What they thought was to be real and to be true, we destroyed it. Hell, we kidnapping they motherfucking leaders and shit, bringing them back over here to us. Oh, you ain't gonna stop? All right. You feel me? So it's just like the shit that they want us to care about, the things they want us to rally about is not about us. It never was. It was for them. You want us to rally for our oppression. You want us to rally for our death of our people and community. You want us to rally behind the poison that you're feeding us to make us sick when we ain't even sick. You want us to rally behind keeping these motherfuckers in power that are purposefully causing sickness and harm to us. We can't even go to the grocery store and get food without the shit being fucking fake. But yet in that same breath, you gonna say, I can't catch water in my motherfucking yard and I can't grow my own food in my yard. It has to be a community garden somewhere out in the open to the public, aka the powers that be, so they can destroy you at will. Whenever the fuck you get out of line too much, you get too glorious, you get too big for your britches, so they say. They want it to be easy access for them to come in and destroy that shit. That's why they make stupid ass shit like that illegal. When the fuck, under what common sense do it make that a motherfucker can't grow their own? It's illegal to grow their own food and catch their own water. Bitch, that's basic survival. What happened when you get lost if you lost, it's okay because you're trying to survive. But because you living amongst society, it ain't okay. You can't do that. You got to spend money. You got to pay for that. If you want to be civilized, you got to pay for that shit. And they think we supposed to care about this blackout. Bitch, we been trying to get off the motherfucking grid. Maybe they leave us the fuck alone then. Cut the damn power for a little while. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I got candles. Hell, I know how to make candles. I got my own setup. I make my candles to the damn moon come back, ho. Take your fucking power. We're going to create it with the natural elements of the world, with what God gave us. We're going to create that shit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The same way y'all stole all that shit from us to begin with. Now we're free to fucking create it and make it the way we wanted to make it. Instead of having to go in the store and buy it the way you wanted to create it. Bitch, we do not care about that shit. We do not care about the blackout. The blackout is a reset for us, to be honest with you. Because now we can show you what we're really working with. Now we can build our community the way we want to build it. And we can do what we need to do in our community to survive without y'all. Because y'all can sit and tell us, oh, we just going to give up on you. We just going to cut y'all off. Thank you. Thank you. That's what we've been wanting. That's what we have been waiting on. For you to get the fuck on. So we can rebuild it on our own. So know that that damn blackout ain't gonna be that long. They're not gonna let us be unsupervised to the point where we will rise against them. They're gonna be monitoring us. The power is just gonna be off to the general public. You feel what I'm saying? And they want to see what we're gonna do when they think they're not watching. And when we get too big for our britches, here they come. The power back on. Welcome back to reality. And everybody crying and just wailing and shit. Oh Lord, cut it back off. They're like, what's wrong? I thought this was what you needed. I thought you needed us. No, we don't. We never did. And that's where we at with that shit. Yep. Right. That's exactly right. And again, because we are choosing a different path than the Decepticons, here they come back again. Goddamn, throwing rocks and hiding the hands, stabbing motherfuckers, cut motherfuckers, and hiding the hand and shit. They don't want you to. They don't want you to see the evil doings that they got going on in the background. They just want you to see that they coming in peace and shit. And it's like, you ain't coming in peace because there's already peace over here. You coming in the name of confusion, bitch. Because how you gonna bring peace to more peace? You feel what I'm saying? It's already a peaceful environment, and they already see that. They want to now come in and make you feel comfortable with letting them in by saying, "Oh, we coming in peace. We ain't coming to disturb your peace. We coming to add to it." And they go down the rabbit hole of convincing you of what they have to offer will add to your peace, and when it's just your demise. You're signing off and agreeing to your fucking demise because that shit ain't peaceful. It's a lie. It's a lie to get you in coven with these people, get you in the bed with these motherfuckers. But once you get in bed with them, you through. You got 9 of Wands here. That's why it's just best to say no. Just no. Set boundaries and stand on them motherfuckers. If you don't fuck with them, you don't fuck with them. Under no terms, no circumstances. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I don't deal with your kind. Please leave. I don't care what you got to say. That's what should have been going on the whole time. Motherfuckers should have been denying these people access to our people, our culture. No, we don't need you. No, we don't need you. And just continue to fight. But again, they always, find a way to overpower us with these man-made weapons that they have and things like that. So they always try to make sure they keep us in a situation of at a disadvantage. Child, I don't know why every time I get up here I get the yana. But you got the 6 of Swords in here. You're moving on to common waters, and they trying to tempt you. They don't want you to leave in peace. They want to bring confusion. I cannot make it up. Because where we're going, they can't go. So they want to confuse us before we get there and make us stop and turn around. But you remember what happened to Lot's wife when she did that? She turned into a pillar of salt, right? Okay, then. But you too busy getting to the money. You too busy getting to the bag. You don't, what they got going, it doesn't matter. You got a passion, new beginning in front of you. The whole community does. The whole collective does. We're just waiting for the opportunity to move forward, the opportunity to begin our new journey. You feel what I'm saying? We got to wait for the remnants of the devil to be eliminated and so that we can move on peacefully. You feel what I'm saying? We can't move on and we can't heal in the same place, in the same environment that we got sick in. So we have to allow these people to come get their shit. You got to give them their 30-day notice and kick their ass out the door. Give them time to get their shit, all the shit that they done conjured up. Take it with you. Don't leave nothing, bitch. Don't leave a sock or nothing. Take your shit with you. And it's going to be constant, it's going to be a while before things get, turn this one, make this 180 right here. Because again, it's gonna be a lot of things. We're gonna get rid of the shit on top, but it's just like you going in and cleaning a hoarder's house. You feel what I'm saying? You're not going to get the job done in one day. You feel what I'm saying? And there's layers to this shit. So you're gonna get all the big shit at the top and make your way from the top of the trash to the bottom of the trash. But each level get deeper and deeper and deeper and darker and darker and darker until you get to the back to the carpet, to the floor, to the walls. When you start getting back to the shell of the house and you're starting to see a full room as a full room and not a room full of junk, an empty room with space. Yeah. That's when the change can happen. And see, these people feeling like we did something to them. It's like, ain't nobody did nothing. You did this to yourself. They weren't expected to be punished for what they did to us. They thought that we were going to be the ones receiving punishment. That's why they treat us like cattle. That's why they treat us the way what they do. We're their slaves. We're their karma cushions. You feel what I'm saying? They just pick one of us up or pick up a group of us, a tribe of us, and put us up. And it wasn't doing nothing but increasing the karma. It wasn't blocking it. Every tear shed, every moment of suffering incurred by these people, they will pay for that shit. The same way we paid for it and we had to suffer their motherfucking ass and shit like that, they gonna pay for it too. The Three of Wands and King of Pentacles, yeah. You see these motherfuckers, these men in black, these men in these motherfucking suits and shit, sitting up in here, been robbing the cradle for so fucking long. Now they got to get their hands up out the motherfucking cookie jar. Yeah, buddy. These karmic fucking relationships, these facades and shit, these fake ass twin flames and shit. Through. Queen of Wands. See, your boundaries, you standing on them shit. You ain't bending and folding and going back and forth and debating and debucking and say, oh, I took a little bit of what you got. I don't want none of what you got. I can get it on my motherfucking own. I don't need you. I don't need your motherfucking help. Yeah. But all they want to do is come back and put another love spell on your ass and have you confused about which direction you should be going and what you need to be doing. Well, I'm sorry, what you need to be doing. Yeah. Three of Cups, and they're going to ease you back into a love triangle, period. So ain't no need to motherfucking go back and forth with these people and entertain them at all. Don't fucking talk to these people. Cut them the fuck off. Cut these people the fuck off. Stop allowing these people access into your life. Stop allowing these people access into your life. These people mean you no fucking good. Yeah, see, that's why they kept coming in with all this fake ass love and manipulating love so hard, because they thought that if they did it in the name of love, whether good, bad, or indifferent, that they will avoid judgment. How stupid. Yeah, it didn't do nothing but make things worse. It didn't do anything but make things worse. Playing with people's heart space and blocking up their chakras and shit like that, and putting them in positions to where, People are confused in delusional states behind people. That's where you see them delusional ass relationships where people just can't let each other go. Just because of that love spell shit. The average person, if you looking on the outside looking in and saying, ain't no way, there's got to be fake, there's got to be a skit, then you know there's a demon involved. Because some of this shit that be online ain't no motherfucking skit. Motherfuckers really be geeked up and tweaked out like that. And it's like, how did it become that fucking deep? How did I jump off in this shit like that? Demons. Demons. Yeah. And the bitches cause that's who came outside behind guys who did this shit, who conjured up these type of love spells to have them outside fighting. The bitches that came outside and fought behind these motherfuckers is confused as to how you got away unscathed. How were you able to get away and expose everybody at the same time? That's what they're trying to figure out. How in the fuck did that even happen? Yeah, Princess of Cups and the Strength, like, because you knew yourself, you knew who you was, and you weren't trying to find yourself through someone else. Even if you did try that shit once upon a time, you figured out quickly that shit was not working for you, right? Okay, then. So then what did you do? You buckled up and you buckled down on yourself to obtain it, to fix that, get back right, whatever the fuck. You feel me? There was nothing that an outsider could do for you more than you could do for yourself. And that was just it. Period. Dot. The fucking end. You don't need nobody to live your life for you or tell you how to live your life or tell you what it is or what it ain't. The Lord can do that. See, instead of running to pay for spell work, you run and get down on your knees and you talk to God, or you instantly start praying your way through it, praying and praising your way through that. You keep a prayer and a praise on your tongue. So therefore, there is no confusion when it comes to you. So when you receive confusion from someone else, you know what it is, and what time it is, what you need to do. Pray and praise your way through this situation. Because at the end of the day, no ma'am, no ma'am, this is not for you. This was not by you. This was impressed upon you, forced on you. They made you indoctrinate yourself into these institutions, church, school, college, fraternities and shit like that, to make you feel like you aren't of status. You don't have any stature. You don't have any credentials unless you go to these facilities and indoctrinate yourself. Then when you meet our standards of education, or quote unquote being smart, then it means something. But in the process, when you're learning this shit, you ain't learning shit. You feel what I'm saying? You are being taught. You're being trained. Because it's not an education, it's a training. To do and think. And once you meet the standards, and once they feel like they have reprogrammed you to think and move like this, that's why most people, after they get their degrees, they be so wore out mentally that they don't want to learn anymore. Like they were thirsty and hungry and so excited about learning in the beginning. That was done on purpose. They just wanted you to accept what they gave you, and they wanted to wear you out and burn you out mentally so that you wouldn't go and research the quote unquote research or the information that they gave you. They didn't want you to go looking for information outside of what they provided to you. And that is what learning is all about. That's true education, obtaining the reality of what something is, and not the program or training program of a particular subject, to obtain true, authentic knowledge about a particular subject. And they don't give that to the collective because we will outsmart them. Fuck being on a level. We will outsmart them. Their reign of terror wouldn't even have lasted that long if we had access to the same education that they do. And that's been since the damn education system was fucking created. They always got it. We didn't. And that's just period. It don't matter what level or shade of clear you are. You got educated. We got trained. And if we were smart, we had to go to school with them to get the motherfucking education. Because we out tested in the training facility. And so we were reported and had to be put in what they call the early college schools, aka the real schools, with the melting pot of children. Yeah. And then that's when we were able to be considered to be something other than the color of our fucking skin. And even then, we still received unjust treatment. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the color of our skin. But at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, you feel what I'm saying? It all boils down to we returning into our correct position of power. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all saying down here. Let me see. That's right. But again, don't let these people make you conform and remain dormant to the mess that they got going on. You feel what I'm saying? So these are the messages that I have for you all today, my darlings, my loves. And until next time, my darlings, peace.